Welcome to episode 9 of the NDLB Podcast, the preseason prediction recap show. Yay! Please welcome our host, Nick.
Hi, what's going on, guys? It's Nick. Just gonna go with the flow. Today, don't feel too loud, but we got a lot to talk about. As you can see on the screen already, got a picture of Scott Wright, Brent Crawford. Just want to show some love, quick love to them for getting in the Hall of Fame. Two deserving careers. Scott Wright is going in with the Miami hat, which is deserving. I think he won his one title with us. I'm not sure, he might have had another title when he left us, but I'm not 100% sure. No, actually looking at all the teams he was on, nope. Definitely just one with Miami. And the other member to make it was, just looking at his name right now, shortstop Brent Crawford. That's who it was, from the Dillonvale, Lake Elsinore days. Man, that guy moves a lot. 64 WAR, pretty solid career. And I don't think he's considered a pretty good player, but you people aren't here for that. You guys are here because 22 of you decided to participate in a poll, and while looking them over, I got all the answers. So as you see on the screen, I'm going to try to make it a little dramatic. I didn't write the names of the AL MVPs and Cy Youngs and stuff like that because it would just took so much time, but I can just tell you out loud who they are because it doesn't show all the names on the right-hand side. I just took that in last second. I'll be sure to fix it for next time, but for this time, I'll say the names out loud because there's several choices for each one. Anyways, we'll just go through the order. I was debating on which way I wanted to do this. I think I'll just do it. I'll just rotate AL MVP, then NL MVP, and I'll just follow down the list like we did the poll. No reason to really switch it up. So as you see on the screen right now, we have the graph for AL MVP. And with 50% of the votes, you guys think left fielder Jorge Marino from Boston is going to become the MVP of the year. Pretty bold pick. It's probably down to him and Richard Todd. That's who the 18.2% is. The other guys to receive votes are Jerry Weinbrenner from Boston, Zhao Ji-sung from Cincinnati, Eduardo Munez, Terry Martinez, Chase Walker, and other. I wonder who other is. But hey, that could be someone like Manuel Morales who wasn't on the list, or a rookie who's going to be a sensation this year. Moving on, who do we think will win the NL MVP? Drum roll. Give it a second for pause. And with 31.8%, you guys think Norogumi Fujihara from Washington is going to win the NL MVP. As you can see, this pie has 5 more names, and 2 of them at 18% each. Pat Lewis from Port Orange and Stu Kirk from Charlotte. You guys think they're going to do well as Ryan Payne with 13%, Alberto Ramirez, and Bernardo Mendoza. Pretty solid NL MVP race, and it's going to be a fun year. Okay, moving on to the AL Cy Young. Drum roll. At 59.1%, the double name, Brian Bryant from Boston, is who you guys think is going to win the Cy Young. Also getting some votes is Alden Plummer on Boston, Jim Reyes on Cincinnati. Other got 2 votes, and Roger O'Reilly on Houston. I wonder who voted for him. Also got a vote. We're moving on to the pie chart for the NL Cy Young. With 54.5%, Chris Oliver, Steel City. He went 21-1 last year, 2.32 ERA. I'm assuming he's one of those Boston imports. Look for him to have a great year. As you can see from the pie chart, we have 5 more names, so I'll go from blue and up. At blue, we have Mark Lindsay with 3 votes on Washington. Other got 3 votes. Bill O'Connor from Orange County got 1 vote. Kenneth Clark from Alabama got 2 votes. And finally, Ramon Canseco from Orange County got 1 vote. Okay, we got the Cy Youngs and the MVPs out of the way. Time to get into the division races. So let's start with the AL East. As you can see from the pie chart, still dominated, looking like a Pac-Man. With 77.3% of the votes, you got it, Boston. The only other team to receive votes in this division was Miami with 5, but the overwhelming majority are still on Boston, and rightfully so. Okay, moving on to the AL Central. We see it's a 3-team race. with 54.5%. Cincinnati is who you guys think is going to win. Houston finished second with 9 votes, and Winterfeld got 1 single vote to finish the top 3. This one's cool. This looks like Pac-Man eating 2 ghosts. And from the AL West, I assume we figure we know who this is, but let's just do a drum roll to be safe. With 86.4%, Richmond. Wow, big shocker. 19 out of 22 people felt they were going to win. 2 people went to Long Beach, and 1 went to San Francisco. So far, that looks like the division that's already been determined. All right, time to move on to the NL. We're looking at the NL East here. This was a back and forth. At one point, this was 50%, so the final votes actually determined it. And with 54.5%, you guys think Washington is going to be the one to win the division. But it's going to be a battle with Orange County coming down to the wire, as it was only 12-10 votes. Oh, look at that. We have the exact same pie for NL Central. Don't be rubbing your eyes, because it was literally the same thing. At one point, these guys were even as well. With 54.5%, you guys think even though he sold, Alabama's going to win the division, with Hillsborough coming in second. It's going to be a tight year. I think Hillsborough is going to win. That's who I voted for, and I'm right and you guys are wrong. So this division's wrong right now, but who cares? And moving on to the final division, that is the only division that had all 5 teams voted to win it. You guys still think at 50% of the vote that Los Angeles is going to win the division. Cookeville came in second with 8 votes, and then Moose, P.O., and Steel City all rounded it out with 1 vote each. Not bad, not bad. That one looks cool. All right, we're down to our final 3. Who do we think is going to win the AL? Well, this one was close, as you can see from the 72.7%. And we all think that Boston is going to win the AL. Shocker, right? Miami received 3 votes, Richmond received 2 votes, and Houston received 1 vote. But the overwhelming 16 went to Boston. Here's where it's interesting. The NL pie chart. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 2 dominating. And who did you guys think was going to win? With 40.9%, the Los Angeles Bomb Squad. Who do you guys have second? Cookeville. The difference was 1 vote. Washington had 2 votes, P.O. had 1 vote, Orange County had 1 vote, and Moose Jaw had 1 vote. Finally, a pie chart that doesn't look crazy, but still has 1 dominating team. Who will win the World Series? This one was tough, but with 40.9%, even with the draft, Boston will come out on top. You guys voted Boston as your number 1 team. Coming in second was Los Angeles with 4, Cookeville with 3, Miami with 2, and Washington, Richmond, Moose Jaw, and Houston with 1. So, one sec. So, just going to put the recap up at the end, so I'll give it some time. So to recap, if you've forgotten everything, AL MVP Marino, AL Cy Young Bryant, AL East Boston, AL Central Cincy, AL West Richmond, AL Champs Boston, NL MVP Fujihara, Cy Young Oliver, East Washington, Central Alabama, West Los Angeles, with LA going to the finals to face Boston, with Boston winning. As always, it's Nick. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was a quick one, and I hope you guys have a good night. Later.